Hey, what's up, Xbox Nation? This is Noor, and today I'm going to talk about the Xbox One S. Okay, I've been looking at a lot of these review sites, and they're talking about why the Xbox One S is not a good upgrade to purchase for an Xbox One. They're saying money wise, it's not worth it. Well, let me tell you, the Xbox One S is worth it. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you why the Xbox One is worth it and also explain what Microsoft's true plan was with the Xbox One S and announcing the Scorpio right after showing you this beautiful white 40% smaller system. You know, that everybody from every reviewer is giving thumbs up saying this is what the Xbox One should have been. And that's my main call to people that you should get this system. You know what? People are who have the Xbox One S after playing it, they either donating their system to people who don't have an Xbox or they're taking it to GameStop and selling it and getting money back, getting some kind of money back since they just purchased this Xbox One S. Because this is the system we should have got. Okay? Not only is it 40% smaller, the power brick is not on the outside, it's in the inside. Again, it's smaller. 40% smaller. It has this unique, sleek design, even though it looks like the Xbox One. It just got little bitty design tweaks on it that make it look so nice, so good that reviewers are out there, literally, you see them on their page kissing their Xbox One S. That's because they have it, they played it, they see how good it looks, they see that they can stand it vertically or horizontally, they see it's 40% smaller, they see the power brick is inside, and they also see that it can play 4K movies in HDR. Okay, it can also do HDR. And people are excited about that. But you remember, you got to have a 4K TV and you got to have a provider that has 4K content. Okay, so if you have Netflix and you have a 4K TV, again, not only is this system the system to get, but it's what I believe you should get besides the Scorpio. I believe you should get the Xbox One S. And I'm going to tell you why again, like I said. And remember that the Xbox Scorpio comes in three different flavors. You have the 2 terabyte, which they're selling now. They're going to sell the 1 terabyte later, and the 500 gig. And each are going to be cheaper. You're going to have the 399, the 350 model, and then the 299 model or $300 model, which is the 500 gig. So that's what I tell anybody. If you're going to wait for the 500 gig model if you already own the Xbox and you, so because most people have pretty much already went out and bought hard drives. As soon as you click that in, it's compatible right then and there. You don't have to worry about all that crap you had to worry about with the original 360 with the licensed games and changing over licenses and doing that. It's just plug and play, click, click, click. Like I said, this is why this system is so awesome, and you should go out and get it for the simple fact, like I said, it's 40% smaller. Power brick is inside. It's faster. Okay, it plays 4K. It does HDR. The remote control is Bluetooth, so you can pretty much play it on more devices. And we know we like to play PC games and every other thing. So this is why I tell you that Microsoft went above and beyond for this model. Also, I believe the price is on point because you're going to have three variations: 399, 350, and the 300 model, or 299 as I like to call it, which is the 5 gig model. So I tell people, if you're going to wait, don't wait for the Scorpio. Wait for the 500 gig model. Okay, so now let's go into the explaining process of why I feel the way I feel about the Xbox One S. That you should go out, get that mug now, go out and get it. Get either the 2 gig model, the 1 gig model, or the 500 gig model. because this is what the Xbox should have been. And like I said, people are literally donating their old Xboxes because they say, I finally got the Xbox system I wanted. You literally see these reviewers, like I said, kissing their Xboxes. So this tells you how good this system is and how good it's going to be when future games like Gears of War 4, Recore, and all these games come out and Scalebound. Okay, you're really going to see the power and the goodness of this system. Microsoft is just not hitting yet. Their secret is everything is backwards compatible and everything is great and wonderful under the sun. But let me tell you, everything ain't backwards compatible. So let me go into my story here. Okay, so this was Microsoft's thing at E3. So they said, okay, we're announcing a much smaller, 40% smaller Xbox One S. And on top of that, in 2017, we're going to bring out the Scorpio. And this is why these reviewers are saying, why do you want to get the Xbox One S if you have this behemoth of a system coming out in 2017 called the Scorpio? So this was Microsoft's thinking. Okay, Microsoft said we need a system that can compete with the PS4 Neo now. What can we do to get out a system quick and fast? Okay, well, we can just do an upgrade to the Xbox One called the Xbox One S. Everybody remember the Xbox 360 Slim? And they said, this thing we can get out faster. What can we add to this that will make it better? Okay, we're going to make the processor faster. We're going to make it play 4K games. We're going to make it do HDR. And on top of that, we're going to give it a remote, okay, that has Bluetooth capability so you can hook it up to more devices. So that was their strategy. They basically did an old boxing move called the rope-a-dope. You know, when you wave the right hand or you wave the left hand and you come around and hit them with the opposite. Well, that's what they did to Sony. That's what the Xbox One S is. It's just the rope-a-dope. It's like, hey, here's a system. We're going to, you know, let you play with it right now, let you see it, and then we're going to rope-a-dope you with the Scorpion and hit you with the left hand. Okay, so that's what they're saying. So now they got the Xbox One out. It's out there. It's there to placate anybody who want to buy the PS4 Neo. And everybody's saying that the PS4 Neo probably won't do 4K games. It probably will do 4. Nobody knows yet, but all it's set up to do is do VR. Okay, so this is Microsoft's strategy. Hey, we're going to put out a system that can compete with it now, and then a year later, in 2017, come Christmas, that's when we're going to put out our VR machine. Okay, now this VR machine is supposed to be a 6 teraflop behemoth, the most powerful system made to date. Okay, let me tell you what that price is going to be. $500 to $700, if not more, just for this system. You know how Microsoft is. They think they Apple. They think they can charge you astronomical prices for a product that's not really put together well. And I ain't gonna say nothing about the Surface Pro 4. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave the Surface Pro 3 alone. I'm gonna leave the band alone. You know, I'm gonna leave the book alone, or whatever they call that thing that didn't work right either with battery issues. I'm gonna leave all that alone. I'm just gonna put that on the table with the Xbox 360. This is why I tell people they should be wary of the Scorpio. It's not like it's going to be the same system. This is a brand new system. This is not the Xbox One. It's the Xbox 2 or 3. Okay? This is a new system. This is a more powerful system. Okay? And chances of Microsoft development getting it right in the first irritation, look, it got me stuttering because I know it's not going to happen. I know Microsoft is not going to get it right. It's going to have some type of issue. You know, it's going to have some type of 3 ring of death or light of death. I don't know what Microsoft is going to call it. But I don't trust Microsoft products when they first come out. So this is why the Scorpio bugs me. Not only that, the price tag. Okay? And then the amount of games. There's not going to be any games to play the Scorpion with. So what is the industry going to do? They're going to remaster. And we're going to be playing Batman Arkham Asylum, Battlefield 1 over again, Lara Croft Tomb Raider remastered for the Scorpion, everything for the Scorpion remastered. And we're not going to get any good games that really take advantage of the Scorpio or that we haven't already played because Microsoft is giving us a new system, but they're not giving us like a launch. You know, like when you do a new system, you do a launch of that new system and you add 1 to 8 games if you can get, or 1 to 6 new games that show off the power. But that's not what the Scorpio is being advertised as. It's just being advertised as a system that works within the ecosystem of the Xbox One. Yep. So you're not going to get any games that really have the power to show off the Scorpio. So this is why I tell people, why get it? Why get it? Because its only selling point is VR. But ask yourself how much you're going to have to pay for VR. We already know that VR is about $600 and the HTC Vive is more than that. And we also know that VR is a gimmick. So you're sitting out here and you're praising this 6 teraflop system that by the time 2017 comes, who knows if VR is still going to be around? Who knows if there are even going to be any good games to make you want to pay all this money to pay $600 for a VR set and then another between $500 to $700 for a new Xbox. Because remember, this is a new Xbox. The Scorpio is new. It's a new system. You're not going to get these great 501 terabyte and 2 terabyte prices. You're going to get the Xbox Scorpio 2 terabyte system for between $500 and $700. So altogether, you're going to be spending $1,300 to $1,400 just to get, if not more, just to get on the Scorpio bandwagon to play anything new or outstanding. This is why I'm telling you, don't listen to these reviewers. Go out and get that Xbox One S because that's the system you're going to be playing for the next 10 years, not the Scorpio. You know, the Scorpio right now is not, it's no reason to get it. There will be no games to play on it. And if you want to play VR, you're going to have to spend $6,700 more once you buy the system just to get on the VR bandwagon. This is what I'm saying, people. Don't listen to these reviewers when they're telling you that the Xbox One S is not an upgradable system, because it is. Microsoft was just doing a rope-a-dope with Sony, saying that not only will we outsell you, but we will compete with you on every level. Okay, Microsoft said, hey, we wave in our right hand, you know, with the Xbox One, and then we're going to hit you with the left hand with the Scorpio. That's all they're doing as a rope-a-dope. They blindsiding, and they're doing that to us too. You got to pay attention, people, that the Xbox One S is the system to get, because that's going to be the system that's going to last for 10 years. Not this Scorpio. Okay, unless VR kicks off, there is no reason to buy the Scorpio. Listen, there is no reason to buy the Scorpio. 6 teraflops. Okay, the ecosystem that Microsoft is telling you is not going to be there, this compatible, backwards compatible utopia, because they're going to be games that when they finally do start creating games for the Scorpio, that you won't be able to play on the Xbox One. And if you do, it's going to be a sorry imitation. Because this is a 6, again, teraflop system, I tell everybody. Okay? And I can't stress that enough to you. So I hope you like this. I hope you enjoy what I'm saying. And like I said, go out and get the Xbox One S. It's the system to get. It's the 10-year grabber. Just go out and do it. Don't listen to all these websites. It is the upgradable model you should get. And I hope I explained that to you. Okay, this is Nor, and man, I'm out. Thanks for listening. Peace.